The Stephen French Podcast, brought to you by Audible.com.
Yeah, right. Here we go. Episode 3 of the Pardon My French podcast, starring myself, Mr. Stephen French, and my famed apprentice, Mr. Purple Achi. Just Achi. How's it going, sir?
I'm really good, to be honest with you. Been having a really good few weeks at the moment. How are you, Steve?
Yeah, man, I'm good too, Achi. I'm good, yeah. I've had a brilliant few months. You sound like you've got a bit of a little spring in your step there.
I just feel like, everything in my life is just finally coming together, you know what I mean? I just feel like I'm in a really, really good place.
Brilliant stuff. Well, unfortunately, I've just got a text message through, and it's from your Auntie Shirley. She said your Auntie Carol's just died. Yeah.
Does it say how she died?
Apparently, she got murdered by a really, really big gun. Anyway, let's start the show.
The Stephen French Podcast, brought to you by Audible.com.
Now, we've got a few pressing matters to discuss today, yeah? So we can't really dwell on the fact that your auntie's been shot by a really big gun. Actually, do you mind?
No.
Good. Anyway, there's really brilliant news. We've had a donation from someone called Manzi Monster, yeah? And he's donated us a PlayStation 3. Actually, you've gone from a PlayStation 2 to a 3 in a week. How do you feel about it?
I'm proper made up. I'm just trying to get my head round it though. It's a little bit complicated, you know what I mean? It's got all kinds of videos. Look at this one at the little cat.
Nah, I'm not looking at no videos of cats. We're trying to do a podcast anyway. Right, gotta ask you one question, Achi. If you could have any guests to come on the show, who would it be?
Oh, well, obviously it'd probably be like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Lou Ferrigno or something like that. You know, the one who used to play the Hulk in the TV shows?
Never heard of either of them. But I've got a brilliant guest on the show today, mate. Because it's the anniversary of the time I appeared on one of the brilliantest, greatest documentaries ever made on the planet. I was on Danny Dyer's Deadliest, man, yeah, right? Let's have a little listen to a bit of a clip and all that.
More than sexual stuff. Listen here, babe. I want to finger your bum out after it. I'm going to make you do things to me but you never done to another man. Oh my God. I'm going to lay you down and I'm going to caress you. I'm going to eat crisps out of your bumhole on the top. How do you feel about that?
I'm so excited for this, Stephen. I can't even believe you got him on.
Yeah. When the heavens opened up and the rain trickled down the streets of Piccadilly, it washed away the dirt, leaving only one of the greatest documentary makers of all time, Mr. Danny Bloody Dyer. Come on, say.
Jesus Christ, it's been a minute, Anna. How's it going, Stephen? You alright?
I'm good.
Mr. Aki, so nice to meet you, mate.
Great to meet you.
Keep
nice
that coronavirus away and all that.
Oh my God, I just can't believe it. I'm so excited. Look at the smile on my face. It's going from ear to ear.
Yeah. So you got the PS3 all linked up as well, yeah. Get a bit of the internet and all that. I know how to use the PS3 as well, you know, Danny. Wow, that's really interesting.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Aki, do you ever remember that time on Danny Dyer's Deadliest when he interviewed you?
No, Stephen.
Exactly. Now, sit in the background, fucking grumper of Granby. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I can't believe it didn't wear a suit again, man. You're wearing a suit all the time, innit, Stephen?
Don't be worrying about it, lad. Look at your little white trainees and how clean they are. They're bloody brilliant.
Yeah,
look at them, Aki.
Yeah, they're nice.
Better than yours. Anyway, let's go to a quick advert before we crack on with the interview.
Yeah, sounds like good ideas. If you're really hungry, why don't you come down to Purple Achi's sandwich shop? I've got loads of stuff in there. I've got lettuce, I've got coleslaw, tomatoes, and salt and pepper and stuff, and prawn cocktail crisp. Come on down to Purple Achi's sandwich shop.
Oh my fucking God, lad. That was probably the worst advert I've ever heard in my life. But anyway, let's get on with the show. Now, Danny, years ago, we had a brilliant time, didn't we? I took it all the way through talk stuff where they tried to lift the shots at me. There was a bit where we had all the birds. Remember the birds were standing there and I got the shotgun and said, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, man.
Brilliant times.
Yeah, the funny thing was that day when me and the camera crew were going down, we was driving down N62, and I looked behind myself and guess what was following me? What? It was a flock of seagulls. I said, what the flock of seagulls doing? They said, we're actually here because the swans that you were threatening in Sefton Park sent us down to do it, yeah.
Fucking hell, them swans ended up following you all the way down here, yeah?
Yeah, following me for ages. I don't like the feeling of being followed by anybody, so.
Yeah, me either, lad, me either. Imagine being somebody who follows people all the time, yeah, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, you know all about that following, don't you, Aki? Yeah, right. Anyway, I've got a bit of a present this week, Danny, yeah? And it's for a good friend of mine. And it's Mr. Aki over there. I've been a little bit mean to him recently. But one of his fans has actually sent us in a little question for him. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
All right then, just one sec.
Yeah, no problem, little boy. I'm in, man.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, Akinwell, how are we? Would you ever consider filling up my muscles? I work out a lot and I'm pretty hinch, even though I have a vagina.
Bloody hell, Aki, that was an actual real woman asking you a question.
Jesus Christ, what a waste of fanny, innit? It's not a waste of fanny. And what was her name, by the way, Stephen?
She's only left the first name, which is Caffy. Yeah, right? Caffy.
Oh, kind of like a cafe where we get our eggs benedicts and stuff. Well, anyway, let me answer the question, Caffy, right? To be honest with you, you've got a vagina, it doesn't even matter. If you've got really big muscles and you're from Scotland, you know I'm always down. For anyone who can't see, Aki's just done a bit of an eye wink because it's a little bit creepy because it was looking at me as he done it. Yeah, but obviously I was doing it towards Caffy. Yeah, but she's only calling up and leaving you a voice message, mate. She's only trying to be your girlfriend and all that. That's about you shut up, you little fucking cockney cunt.
Whoa, hold them horses. You aggravator of Allerton Road. If I've got a guest on the show, Aki, you need to learn when to be quiet, okay? Go on YouTube and watch some press-ups or something.
Yeah, fucking Green Mile over there, mate.
Yeah, that's a little bit racist. But anyway, moving on. Got a few stuff to ask you about our episode and stuff and all the people that might have interviewed. How come you never done one with Darren G, mate? Because he's supposed to be a bit of a gangster, but I've never seen him on your show. But I've seen me bloody self.
Yeah, what's he going to do if I get him on the show, mate? He's going to be driving around on his little bike and doing press-ups and all that. He's not going to be showing me around the clubs like the Grafton, where you and your fucking crew are phenomenal bouncers just to stop people getting in. All he's going to do is tell us little shitty stories about how him and his family were mistaken for the killers of Jamie Bulger.
Yeah.
The fact he uses that for a bit of fame makes him a complete, utter dickhead.
I cannot agree with you more. That is why I've not got time for Darren. I've tried to show him the error of his ways, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Do you remember that time when you was going down to Grafton and there was 9 doormen with baseball bats and koshes and you just sliced through them like paper?
I fucking love the way you remember my quotes, you know. I really do. It's proper, like, it makes me feel a bit giddy, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of my favourite episodes to do. After we'd been driving down the M62, we had to stop off at a little place called the Little Chef, and there was a bunch of fucking scousers in there. One of them said, do me a favour and pass me one of them serviettes. I said, that's a bit of a fancy name for a fucking napkin. And anyway, I went over, gave him the serviette, and punched the fucking scouser right in the face. Walked out without a scratch.
Jesus, tonight in his mother's clothes. That is a brilliant story. I bet you've got no stories like that, have you, Raki?
Are you talking to me now? Oh, you just want to find out about my history with Corn Keith and now, like, the relationship that we used to have and stuff?
Nobody wants to hear about your relationship with Corn Keith. But I'll tell you what everyone does want to hear. 5 of our favourite things.
Absolutely.
Let's play the jingle. Danny Dyer's here and he's asking me questions. I'm asking him some and he's got suggestions. Got loads of rings and they've all got the bling. Here is a list of our 5 favourite things.
It's a little bit different to the jingle last time, weren't it?
Yeah, probably because you deleted all the audio files, you stupid spazzy cunt. Now, this time what you're going to do for us, Danny, you're just going to say 5 of your favourite things in general. Doesn't have to be music or movies or stuff like that, yeah, right?
Right, then in no particular order, 5 of my favourite things is The Quays, EastEnders, Tamar Hassan, Mackenzie Hoodies, and Daniela Westbrook. Yeah. What about you, Stephen? What's 5 of your favourite things?
5 of my favourite things in no particular order is Colamendi, sexual taxation, making t-shirts,
Of course.
Earth, Wind and Fire,
Brilliant.
And Graham Johnson, brilliant documentary maker,
Yeah, it's not quite as good as me anyway.
No, of course not.
But what about your top 5 favourite things, Aki? What have you got?
Well, probably Netto Banks.
Yeah.
Creatine.
Creatine. I like
I used to love my auntie's roast dinners before she got killed.
Mm.
Ali McBeal.
Jesus.
And orienteering, I suppose. You ever done that?
Me and some of the boys go kayaking down the Thames on Friday night. See if we can see any scousers out there trying to have a little bit of fun on a stag do.
and then go and beat the shit out of them.
Brilliant stuff, Danny. Let's go to another ad break.
The Stephen French Podcast, brought to you by Audible.com.
Stephen, there's no adverts to play.
That's because we got a brilliant surprise for you, haven't we, Danny?
That's right, Mr. Birthday Boy. Oh my God, I thought you would forget.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know yet, right? Today marks the birthday of Mr. Achen Arabihi, and I have got a brilliant surprise for you.
Oh my God.
Our friend Danny has put us in touch with his friend 50 Cent.
Oh my God.
He's also put us in touch with this fella. Are you ready?
Oh my God, go on.
This is Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and I want to wish you, Akin Arabiki, the greatest birthday you've ever had in your life. What can I say except you're welcome? Yeah, you can touch my muscles if you need to, Purple.
First of all, I don't even know what to say.
Bloody hell. Look at his little face, Danny. Look at the tears dribbling down his lovely mahogany face.
The fact that he thinks that's his only surprise is hilarious, isn't it, Steve? We've got well more in store.
Yeah, man. Are you ready for this? You want to get it out? What we have brought for you, Mr. Akin Arabisi, my closest, my best friend I've ever had in my life. We brought for you the world's largest netto bag. Yeah, and Danny is going to sign it for you.
Tell me it's not true.
Oh my God.
Say it's just a story. Something on the news.
What the fucking hell was
Jesus
that?
Christ.
Jesus Christ, Danny, you sounded like a little choir boy.
Yeah, no, just got a little bit excited though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, seeing starts a little bit tradition and all that. Not so sign the bag. So, Mr. Akin Arabiki, just make sure you stay safe and don't ever do none of Stephen French's cuckoo stuff. Don't touch muscles. Actually, wait there, squirrel out. Touch all the muscles you want, and that's all you need to do about it.
See, you know what? Your birthday ended up not being that bad at all, yeah. I know everything what happened with your auntie getting killed, the big gun killing and all stuff, yeah. But you got a little, you got the voicemail from Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and you actually got a real message of a Scottish girl.
I know.
Are you eating fucking sandwiches live on the radio again, Aki? You can't be eating sandwiches on the radio. It messes up the microphones and all that, yeah, right?
Yeah, we need to wrap this up soon. I need to get on to CITV at R6 because Jurassic World's going to be on.
Danny.
It's one of my favourite movies in the whole world. Stephen, thank you for having me on the show.
No problem.
Aki, it's been an absolute pleasure. Happy birthday, mate.
it's no
We're going to do a
problem.
new brilliant documentary and you're going to be the fucking star of it.
Do you really mean it?
No, Stephen told me to wind you up and I decided to go along for the ride. Anyway, good night, boys. I'm off to go and see Jurassic World.
Draw, Danny.
No, Danny.
Well, that concludes the third episode of the Pardon My French podcast. It is goodbye from me, Stephen French. Goodbye from Mr. Akin Arabiki.
Goodbye.
Stay safe and follow your inner kokuru. Here's our final update.
Hello everyone, it's me, John Bishop, and I just want to tell everyone about the new stand-up show that I'm doing at the Echo Arena. It's got loads of dead funny stuff and all that, jokes about the missus and jokes about stuff like that. So if you need to buy a ticket, just go online for £52 million. Ta-da's.
The Stephen French Podcast, brought to you by Audible.com.